Okay, it sounds like there's a lot of obviously quite personal, private information for the businesses on there. What kind of guarantees are there or safeguards for obviously handling that sort of data?
That's a really good question. As soon as we've had the first conversation, we can do it before the first conversation even actually. We put people into what's called an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, where we'll sign a document that says that any information you share, we obviously won't share with anyone else. And then that goes vice versa, so that we don't want people knowing everything about what we're trying to do. We want it to be a reasonably private set of information. So that non-disclosure agreement is legally binding. When it goes on a stage and we actually agree to heads of terms, there's loads of stuff about non-disclosure in there as well. Essentially the whole transaction is private. We won't talk about it to anyone else. We have a small team that gets access to that type of information.
Okay, and does that continue on through the rest of it? How private can be kept? Say I wanted to sell my business without my staff finding out. Have you got any procedures for that?
Yeah, so we wouldn't want your staff finding out either. Actually, it's probably more of a risk for me than it is for you, your staff finding out, because what happens typically is if staff find out that the business might be sold, they have a tendency to possibly look for other employment, and usually your staff are quite integral to what you do. So our non-disclosure agreement is legally binding forever. We don't talk about it unless we get your permission. We'd never give away your figures. We'd never say anything like that. We'd never tell people what's happened, and we definitely won't contact your staff to tell them that it's going to be for sale, or anyone else for that matter actually.